What's up? My name's George, the sports freak. Yeah, Portugal lost to Belgium 1-0. I'm so disappointed, man. I'm so disappointed. This felt similar to the round of 16 exit in the 2018 World Cup against Uruguay. It was 2-1. I mean, this one felt worse, though, in my opinion, but like that, because they both felt similar, because Portugal, they concede. It's just one chance, and it goes downhill. It's the same way in that against Uruguay back then. Cavani, just two chances all game, the two goals, and it's just, you feel frustrated. This Thorgan Hazard, one chance. I mean, it was swerving and dipping, but I don't like calling out Rui Patricio, but I have to say he should have done better on that. Like, it was, I thought for a second it was, my initial reaction when the shot went, I was like, oh, it must have been a really good side netting, upper 90, somewhere around there, that type of goal. And I was watching with my brother. My brother was like, I don't think that went in on the side netting. He's like, I don't think that. And I was like, huh? He's like, no, that was, because that didn't, he was like, I didn't see where the ball went, like what part of the net it touched. I just saw it going and I was just pissed. I was yelling and thing. My brother's still looking. So he was like, oh, that wasn't side netting. That went to like that was like the back corner kind of like, so it was like the back corner weird. Like, he was like, I don't think that was side netting. The replay, and then I'm like, are you kidding me? It's got to be like that, a swerving, dipping, like. And Rui Patricio, yeah, he should be doing better. He should be doing better. That's, you expect the goalkeeper of the way everyone rates him. I don't rate him that highly. I've said this many times. I prefer another goalkeeper. I'd rather play Anthony Lopez or Rui Silva. But yeah, of a goalkeeper standard that everybody rates him so highly from the 2016 World Cup, where he's the goalkeeper of the tournament, you expect him to do better. But at the end of the day, that shot would have never happened if Bernardo Silva had been tracking back, which he failed to do. Like, I'm not going to yell at Ronaldo for not tracking back. You know Ronaldo's not going to track back. I don't think Romelu Lukaku really trailed back, or he was always up there between the center backs for 90 minutes. He didn't need to walk back and help on defense, essentially. So I'm not going to yell at Ronaldo for not getting back. But Bernardo Silva, I mean, essentially, if you're watching here in the U.S., the ABC or ESPN commentators, Sammy Khedira was on there. I hate the American commentators because they don't know shit about soccer, in my opinion, or football, whatever how you here in the U.S. call it. We call it soccer. There you call it football, but you know what I mean. But I was saying the American commentators here don't know what they're saying. So when Sammy Khedira basically, it simplified it where he said it, and I was agreeing with them 100%, that Bernardo Silva, when as soon as they lose the ball back up there in the top of the field in their attacking half, Portugal needed Bernardo Silva and somebody else needed to track back. Everybody tracked back. They had 7 defenders back there, but Bernardo Silva just doesn't get back there, doesn't follow the run of Thorgan Hazard. And if he's there, it's no shot. It's nothing. It's going to be another mishap or something. It's not going to be a goal. It's not going to be a shot, first of all. The shot won't happen. It'll be a totally different outcome. And, there's Rafael Guerrero gets a clearance on there and it does a weird deflection that, obviously the luck went Belgium's way on that too, on that build up to the goal. If he went sideways or anywhere else, may change something, the outcome of the game. But yeah, essentially Bernardo Silva needed to track back. He just needed to track back. He had one job. They were doing it fine. Like, the first half felt so, up to the goal, it felt so tactical, like such a tactical game. Every team, the way Portugal was set up, the way Belgium was set up, felt so tactical. I was like, okay, I respect that. Respect how they're playing right now. But Bernardo Silva did not come back, and that's essentially why you lost the game. And Portugal, they went on the front from the second half, and I just sitting there looking. This is the thing. This is my main problem. It's been my problem forever. The amount of freaking attacking talent on the bench. Our depth on the bench makes Belgium just look pure shit. Like, I mean, Martinez looks on the bench and he's like, De Donker. Yeah, no. He looks on the bench. Oh, Mertens, age 30, whatever, 40 years old, however old. Yeah, brings him on. The dude looked tired as soon as he stepped on the field. Carrasco, okay, yeah, Carrasco. I mean, there's no depth on Belgium's bench. This team limped to the finish line. They're going to lose to Italy. I mean, Italy just looks... They played terrible against Austria, but I think that's hats off to Austria for doing a good job. But this team was limping to the final. They were limping to the finish line at the end. This team is going to lose to Italy the way they played. I mean, they just look dead. They look tired. They can't they just could not defend. They needed the post and Courtois, and then Bernardo Silva, Jota, Paulinho, all these effing sky balls into the air. I mean, where were you aiming? They're aiming all these shots into the stand. Were they trying to hit the Belgian bus, which parked outside of the stadium? What? I mean, what? I don't get it. They're aim at the goal. Put a shot on target. It would have been so much different. Put a shot on target. Bruno Fernandes, you've seen you score so many bangers for Sporting and for Manchester United, but put the shot on target. The first shot, I was like, okay, Bruno, I'm okay. But then afterwards, I was like, for real, you got to do better than that. You got to do better than that. And Andre Silva should have been brought in earlier. I mean, a dude broke the record for Eintracht Frankfurt for the most goals in a season, was second in the Bundesliga behind Robert Lewandowski, double digit, like over 30 goals in all competitions, over 10 assists, I believe, too, as well. He should be on the field earlier. It was I don't get that. João Felix, I mean, he was probably, I get why João Felix is not playing. He's been banged up. He's been injured. He's recovering from something. So he comes on. I'm fine with that. Ronaldo, I felt bad for Ronaldo. He was doing everything. He was all over the field in all these little plays. He was on the right side, left side, middle. He was trying to link up, trying to do something, but no one was helping him. No, but like they weren't. All these players, they just weren't helping him, and they're hitting shots wide, hitting. I mean, I don't know. Like the attacking talent on this team has no excuse to not have scored a goal against that shit Belgium backline of 100 and whatever, 150 years old of the backline. All those guys in their late 30s, I mean, it's a disgrace to Portuguese soccer that you can't get a goal or at least a proper. I mean, you should have gotten a goal. I apologize, guys, for ranting, by the way, but you need to get a goal. Fernando Santos, this is the problem I've said where I was going to early in this video. So the problem is this team has so much attacking talent all over the field. Why can't this be integrated already into the side where you're playing attacking football? You control the game. You're just like Spain. Essentially, you don't have to be pass, but when you get the ball, you're attacking, essentially. This side has built to attack. I've said it before, the under 21s, under 19s, under 17s, all these players are slowly coming into the Portuguese squad. They should be playing this style of football that's winning. The youth sides are dominating. It should be carrying on to the national team. I really think Fernando Santos needs to be sacked. I don't think there should be any debate about that. This conservative approach, you are the better team than Belgium. You have the better players, the better depth. The better depth. I'm just going to reiterate that. Better depth than Belgium. Belgium, their bench is shit. There's nobody on their bench that's good of any quality outside of maybe Carrasco, in my opinion. Mertens is a shell of his former self, okay? There's nobody else on the bench. I mean, Martinez, I'm just like looking. I'm like, dude, if I'm Martinez, I'm freaking out right now for the Italy game because Hazard's injured. De Bruyne is the main guy. I mean, if Portugal had just gotten one goal, Belgium was screwed. They were screwed. There was no way they're going to wait it. They'd had to hold out at least to PKs because there was no way because Kevin De Bruyne is their guy on everything. He without him they weren't going to get back into that game. So if Portugal just got one goal, it would have changed the whole thing for them. But my thing is Fernando Santos and this conservative approach every time to this team, you got to go on the front foot. Obviously, yes, when you lose ball, get possession, get your guys back and defend. It's like play like Jurgen Klopp. You attack, you press. When you lose possession, you get the ball back, you recover it, and you go back again. Jurgen Klopp is a great manager. I always respect for the way he tactically plays because he defends well, attacks well, And Fernando Santos, they just don't do it properly. He just takes that simple-minded tactical approach, to the game. If this, like earlier against Germany, they didn't have to be that conservative sit back. They could have attacked. It's clearly obvious that your midfield's very slow. Should have had Paulinho on from the game. Paulinho, by the way, outstanding. Outstanding, by the way. I had no problem. The commentators here in the U.S. were complaining about the tackle in the first half. I thought it was a perfect tackle. I'm like, he's not trying to hurt the guy. I don't care. I'm like, I'm sorry, De Bruyne, if you get injured, whatever. That's a good tackle. He's going through, getting the ball, and then Kevin De Bruyne is running through. His legs are falling through. What are you supposed to do? I mean, I'm so frustrated. I feel bad for Ronaldo because, this is probably his last Euros. I'm saying that with I legit think this is last Euros. I don't know if he's going to be there at age 38 or age 40. I mean, I know Ibra's doing it, but I don't know. He's going to be there for the next World Cup. I know a lot of people are saying, if they do sack Fernando Santos, it's going to have to be a new generation, a new thing. They have to bring in all the new players. And I'm like, I don't want to see Pepe and Font anymore maybe even Patricio, but Ronaldo 100% should still be there. He's their best player. He's been their best player. He's the greatest player in Portuguese soccer history. The greatest player, one of the greatest players of all time. He should 100% be there for the next World Cup. And you need to integrate this new attacking side to this game. This team, so much talent. Like, my main problem with is the team is so talented that they couldn't get a goal the way they were doing. They're hitting crosses to the box, creating chance after chance. Where is this attacking side in the start of the games, the bulk of the games, the midfield of the game, where you're controlling the game? Why isn't that there during the game when you're tied or you're winning, maybe even 1-0? Where is that? It should be there every game. You're too talented to play this conservative low block of football. You're not built that way anymore. You're built to be the team that controls an attack. And it's going to come to the point where it's going to bite you in your ass, essentially. I know the approach was, we don't want to concede. The way the defensive approach, the first half, I understand that. But you're way too talented to play that way. You're way too talented. Bernardo Silva and Diego Jota were terrible. They were the worst two players on the pitch. The way the chances and stuff Bernardo Silva should track back. Diego Jota missed the most easiest opportunities in the world. Like for Liverpool, he would have finished it, but for Portugal, he has to be shit this game. He had to play like the way he played against Hungary this game, But aside from that, amount of talent on this team, it's just inexcusable that you play this way. It's just inexcusable. The only positive I can say from the team is I love the fighting spirit. You guys kept going. You nullified Belgium every time they tried to do something in the second half. They didn't do shit in the second half. I'm proud of that. I'm really proud of that. Pepe, I got a shout out to him. He was all over the field doing everything. He is one of the greatest defenders in history. I can't complain about him, But I said before, I think it's time for him to go. Call up another young center back or another dude. We got so many coming through, but just Diego Dallo. I was surprised when he got the start quickly, gotta say, because I praised him in my last video because I wanted him. I have no problems with him. He looked gassed at the end, and I don't blame him because he was going up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Especially in the first half. The problem. One thing people don't realize, the more you possess the ball, the less running you have to do, okay? The less running you will have to do. These guys won't be as tired. It's a little annoying. Another thing, I didn't like that they brought in Serge Oliveira. I always call him Grandpa in my head because he's so slow. The only thing he's good at is penalty kicks and free kicks. That's literally it. He's too slow for the game. Should have brought on Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves would have, oh my goodness, if he at least got one of those outside of the box chances, the net would have been bulging every time because that dude only scores screamers. But that's Fernando Santos for you, bringing on Serge Oliveira when you can bring on Ruben Neves. Ruben Neves can do everything Serge Oliveira can, but he's faster and better at it. He plays in a tougher league. He's one of the best holding midfielders in the Premier League. It's just everything frustrating. The amount of talent, the amount they play, the way it's just too little, too late. You hit the post, you hit straight at Courtois, you hit the side netting, Ronaldo laying it off to Andre Silva on a great header. It's just, at least you went down fighting. The fighting spirit was there. You attacked. You nullified Belgium. I feel like this was similar to Brazil versus Belgium, where Brazil creating chance after chance after chance. Same with Portugal, chance after chance after chance, but just there's no end goal. Nothing, it's you did everything you could, but nothing happened. But the thing with Brazil always plays that great football no matter what. Portugal plays it only when they're losing. And still, they could have done better with the more tactically offensive-minded coach at times. Gosh, dude, I'm just, my heart is, I'm going to be rooting for Italy probably now, but I cannot take any more of this. You just feel bad. I just feel so bad for Ronaldo specifically because the dude, people are now shitting about him throwing his armband also on the field at the end of the game. I'm like, what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do? Just put a smile on your face after you lose to a team that was just defending for their lives for the whole second half, you giving it your all and there's no end product. What are you supposed to do? Just smile? You just got eliminated. There's not going to be many more opportunities for you. For the next World Cup, this side needs an attack-minded coach. I remember when the golden generation back in the 2000s was there. I was like only 5 or 4, but I remember that they went out. I was like 2 years old. I remember reading about it later that they got eliminated in like the group stage in 2000. It was disappointing, but then I think in 2002 I can't remember even what happened, but I know Brazil won it. Luis Felipe Scolari was the coach. Portugal was like, "Hey, we have this great team. We need to win it. This generation we have right now, we got this young dude named Ronaldo. We got Figo, Rui Costa. We got all these great players all over the field. Deco, everybody. Let's go get a coach who's going to play great football and get us to win. And they got Luis Felipe Scolari. They paid the big bucks. They made it to the final. Next World Cup, they made it to the semifinal. The point is, I'd rather you lose that way than lose the way you just lost today. They need to go out, Portugal, hire a great attack-minded manager who can manage all the attacking talent, manage Ronaldo, manage all these players on the field, can play brilliant football to dominate the game. They need that manager because this generation is too talented to play this conservative approach of football. That's what they need for the next World Cup. I know people are like, oh, it's going to take time. It doesn't take time to do this. I mean, I know this is not international football, but look at Chelsea and what they did. They fired Frank Lampard, hired Thomas Tuchel, win the Champions League. Sometimes it's just simple. People make it overcomplicated. It's just simple as just being the team that's going to control the game. I mean, another thing, just like Pedro Gonçalves, he was on the bench. Pote, he was on the bench. Another attacking talent on the bench right there who should have played more minutes in this tournament, but no, he didn't. If I was the coach, I would have brought him on earlier. I would have rather had him on the field than Serge Oliveira. Okay, I would have rather had him told Danilo to push your ass up a little bit. I'd rather have Pepe and Ruben Diaz back there at that moment because Belgium wasn't doing anything. It's just main thing is I just gotta apologize once again. This is all over the place. I'm just so emotional after the game. I wanted Portugal to win. I wanted them to play good football. And it's not the outcome these players deserve. These players are too talented. They need to get a coach that's going to approach with the attacking mindset that we're going to play great football. We're going to score goals. We're going to attack. We're going to possess. We're going to control the game. We lose the ball. We're going to get numbers back, defend, win the ball back, start over, transition back into attacking again, attack. That's the coach that Portugal needs to hire. They need to do that before this next World Cup. Get that. The window's closing for Ronaldo. You need to do that. You need to. Luis Felipe Scolari is actually not. I said before, he's not in a role right now. Hire him. We'll change the whole team. He can improve this side. But yeah. I mean, there's so many other managers that can hire. I would have taken Martinez. Dude, Martinez would have loved to coach Belgium. He would have taken us places if he was our head coach. So yeah, that's the video, guys. Apologize once again. Like a zillion time about ranting and raving. I know this seems all over the place, but I wanted Portugal to win. I wanted them. They deserve more. There's way more potential for this team than the amount of talent they just have on their bench that you're pulling from there. You can't get a result like this against a team that was essentially parking the bus in the second half and couldn't do shit. Their defense was hanging on a thread. They're 101 whatever year old back line. They couldn't do anything. To do anything except watch people shank shots wide, hit the post, hit it straight at Courtois. That's all they could do. Similar to Brazil in 2018, they only could just watch as, chances went through and through for Brazil. Same way Portugal. Chances go through and through. That's all they could do. But yeah, good luck to Belgium. I mean, I can't say you did a good job defending. You were lucky that they didn't score, but you had the passion. You fought hard. I got to give props off to Lukaku. He tried to hold the ball up as much as he could, but there wasn't much he could do. Hopefully De Bruyne is healthy. Hazard. I know I would prefer Italy to go against a healthy Belgium, but I doubt that's going to happen. Belgium doesn't have any depth. So I don't know what they're going to do. And so, just good luck against them. Hopefully Portugal makes the necessary right decision. The Portuguese FA make the right decision and sack Santos, hire a better attack-minded coach, because this is a disgrace, in my opinion. I've been saying this forever. After year 2016, after I started seeing this side, the talent that was coming through, I thought, and the way he was not attacking, I thought essentially that he's still being too conservative. And I get in 2016 with that side, but now this is a way better side. I mean, just look at transfermarket.com, look at the value of the squad. It's one of the top, it's number 6 on the list. It would be higher, but we have Pepe and Font both valued at 1 million, pounds. I mean, Ruben Diaz is at 75 million. So imagine if we just have one good defender on there, the value of the squad will go up. If Cancelo was on there too as well, but hopefully make the right decision, guys. Make the right decision. The Portuguese FA, make the right decision. Sack him, hire a better coach. Even Ruud George with the under 19s, 17s, he did an amazing job with them. Hire him. Just basically promote the dude. He will do wonders with the squad. But yeah, that's the video, guys. You let me know what you think down below. Make sure you give me a like, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you're notified the next time I post a video. Follow me on Instagram, the links down below. Specifically, give me a like and comment. Comment. Helps with YouTube's algorithm. But yeah, that's the video. I'll see y'all hopefully another video soon.